White is in the house, baby! Woo! They're gonna have the fan vote. They're gonna get 7-0. 7-0! Look at that! They're finding a loophole every single routine. That was fantastic, and they maintained spacing while doing it. It's Jess, your go-to YouTube dance commentator, and we are here taking a look at the Vancouver series of IDL, the 2026 season. I'm really looking forward to this because we have criteria that we get to look at this go around, which I think is going to be way more fun when we look at the live stream. The live stream is still actively going on at the time of me recording this intro, so I hopefully should not receive any spoilers, and I'll be able to encounter things very similarly in the time frame that everybody else does, which makes me feel like I'm actually part of the action in real time. So yeah, well, enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Actually hold the power tonight.
Cheyenne Kimmel White is in the house, baby! Woo!
These are people who have dedicated.
Oh, come on, Arnell!
They've paved the way for all the dancers that are competing tonight. They've performed with all of your favorite artists. Name your favorite artist. Yeah, they dance for them. Justin Bieber, Billie Eilish, Lizzo, Ariana Grande. Yeah, they work with them. Drake is Ontario's very own.
Yeah.
Also Stephen Gray, I believe.
Cheyenne Kimmel White.
Woo! Yes, she is
Hiya.
one of my favorite people in the face of the earth. I will always shout out Cheyenne every time we see her.
Stephen Gray.
Stephen Gray, I think, used to be a judge for Hip Hop International because I would see his profile picture often. Comfort, she's all a vibe. Love it. I love that he's wearing the Vancouver fit. Come on, Nicholas.
Dr. Arnell Culver.
Come on. That's not Arnell. He's down the line. But that's Nicholas. Yay! Oh.
One more time, show him some love and respect.
Yes. So, like, most of the time I probably won't do this. I mean, honestly, it's kind of fun to look at the judging panels for each one. But I knew Cheyenne was on the panel, and I will always give her her flowers every time I see her. She is, oh my God, like, I'm getting emotional just seeing. I love her so much. Okay, cool, great, love it.
All right.
Come on, Miss Queen Unicorn.
Like any other sport, all right? You have to
True.
say in who wins tonight.
That's
of you
also
guys
true.
Here.
I like his pants.
Your vote matters.
Yes,
so
it
we're gonna
does.
break it all down right now.
Okay.
This is the IDL, where 6 pro dance teams compete on stages across
right.
the world to become the IDL World Champion. Each series consists of 2 rounds. In round 1, teams go head-to-head with 7 points on the line.
I know we already saw this,
Our
but some of
6
you may
judges
be
each award their
watching
point
this
to
for the
team
first
they
time, so
scored
we're going to
higher.
watch it.
Then you, the audience, votes, and the team that wins the crowd earns the 7th point. The 3 winners advance to round 2 with brand new sets.
Right.
The judges score it and the audience votes again, this time directly boosting each team's total score. The highest score takes the series.
Also, as a side note, I'm going to go ahead and say this on the record right now. Don't expect a 99. I would be shocked if we're going to see a 99 here tonight. Just wanted to put that out there. Need to be very clear there. Okay.
Okay, squad.
Oh, we got to get ready for the first one, right?
Get together. Does everyone have their phones with them?
Okay, so they're going through all that. Okay, we're going to go. Let's go ahead and go to the first match. Okay. As you can tell, what is it? Let me see if I can pull it up. So, like, this is where I'm at on the live stream, letting all that take place. Try not to zoom in too much. Oh, how fun. Royal Family brought different choreographers.
We're just third in the New York IDL series. We're aiming for a lot higher this time.
Royal Family knows how to hit formations unlike any other crew.
이번에는 더 높은 곳을 지향하고 있지만
Oh, this is going to be a really good matchup. I am so excited. Yeah, Royal Family's going to be bringing something different.
New Zealand.
Ooh! Ooh, they put stuff underneath. That is, you can do that because it's not messing with how the jersey is. It's not too bulky, if that makes sense. So look at that. Woo! That's cool. Gosh, so fun. Calvin Murphy, David Pina, Mohamed Sessa, Hirari Suzuki, Shaden Tar, Renee Scoffeld, Bailey Tomokino, Senna Umera, Mark Wick. Fun. Hey. I really hope eventually our teams will have signature dances to go with original music, because I think that's a really fun walkout track. They can, what is it? Oh gosh. I want to say get royalties on. That's what I meant to say. My apologies. Okay. Walkout for Royal is good. Like, part of me is a little bit like, I don't know. I'm nervous because this is live, and so hopefully I don't mess with the live stream on accident. But
Vancouver, we're up against
Yeah.
royal family themselves. We have to be better than ourselves from the New York series, and if we can't do that, then we're not going to be royal family. Being in last place is probably the best spot to be in right now. We're not worried. We're
No,
prepared.
don't be worried. I'm not worried at all. Oh man, let's go! Look, everybody's taking notes. Whoa. Love. Oh, we got security with our arms crossed. Fun. Hey. Love. Choi, someone hot, K Chan Kong, Kim Hui, Park Ram, Kim Jane, Seon Kim, Lee Guangdun, Lee Nara, Kim Katie, Mori Aru, Lee Choro, Park Soyan, Whole Sunset. Ooh, it's pretty. Son Seung-min, ready. Oh, we said. That was cute. Okay, they gotta do the coin toss. I wonder if they're gonna let 1 mil go. Do that first. Here we go.
All right, Vancouver, round 1 is set. Royal Family versus 1 million.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's get both
Nice.
teams on stage again. Come on, let's do it. Nice.
Also, I believe we're gonna be able to see the scores right after
1 stage, 1 winner.
these
Let's find out
routines
who
go.
goes first. You ready for this?
We are.
Are you ready for this?
We're gonna settle this with a coin flip. Michael has a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go, Michael. Yeah, Michael.
Okay, so as soon as Michael tosses it in the air, you're gonna call green or black. If you get green, well, if you get it right, then you choose the order. If not, they'll decide. Okay?
Green.
You heard green.
It's black.
Black. All right, 1 minute. You guys get to choose. You guys want to go first?
First or second?
Second.
Ooh!
All right.
She said.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-oh. All
Okay,
right.
1 million heads to the bench.
Yep, they're going to the bench. Royal Family's up first.
Your moment is coming.
Let's go.
Love. So what's interesting here? We're gonna do I did mention it'd be fun to see a countdown. I don't know if they're gonna do that here. That's fine. It's just a blackout. Woo! All right, we're ready. We're going. Projection's great. Great levels. Syncopated. Also keep in mind, I don't have a wide shot, so it's going to be hard to see some of these things. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's isolated. They're elevating their complexity. That's nice. I think they're one of the best teams for spacing, so I'm curious if that gets maintained here despite the, you know, a different direction in what they're doing compared to their performance past. They're not repeating as much. That was one of the first times we saw it repeated. Even there. Hey, that's fun. The swings are fun. Are we gonna be doing a fundamental style? Isolations are nice, pretty nice. Your spacing is a smidgen off near the front though. Ah, you see that move? We saw 1 mil do it, so that could be a callback. Hey! There you go, there you go. Okay, now that I would consider as a fingerprint move transition from our guys. There it goes, yep. Woo, so high energy. It's readable, but we have a front view. I don't know how it'll look from the back. With the finished isolated crowns up, okay. Thank you, Royal Family. Okay, we still have 1 mil. We're gonna chat through what each team, their sets brought in a little bit.
Okay, Royal Family.
That's right.
That was great. You already know, I like
He
that.
said that was great.
Stop with this stuff. Hold on, okay. They cooking up here with the Afro beats and all that. Royal Family does what Royal Family does. You already know about that. Come on. That was crazy. But are you guys ready? Because 1 million is now waiting to make their comeback over here. Are you guys ready for 1 million?
So what areas of opportunity did the Royal Family give 1 mil? I would say fundamental styles to justify. I think they did hybrid a lot in that first half of their set, which I didn't mind. Especially depends on who you're up against. 1 mil hasn't showcased like a high level fundamental, like fundamental foundation styles to justify quite yet. They are fully capable of it because I have said it on camera a few times before. We know what they're able to do. And I am curious about how well they can see on stage. What do you think about that? All right, here we go. That was nice to see from Royal. It was a fun change on their part. I'm curious how that will score. Okay. All right, we're running. It's not a basket run. They're projecting pretty good. The isolations are nice. Syncopated with the chest. Small groups. Musicality is pretty nice there. I like the type of track this is. Okay. Ah, knocks are fun. Yeah, thank you for your transition. I like the legs. Great levels. Body rolls are nice there. I'm sorry, they did it. That was a worm. My God. Yep. Okay. Hitting folks was cool. A little rockaway was nice. Wag. The crawls are fun. Little trio joining in. Some of our range is a little bit off, but it could be because of who your feature is in center. He's a little bit more restricted, which can work against you in cleanliness. But he's featured, so that could help in the deviation and creating a really fun moment. So we're projecting. I wonder if it would be fun to figure out who Clay's going to talk about. I can see him talk about 21 here. The amount of projection her chest has shown there was amazing. Wow. There we go. We got some popping fundamentals. You better wave it. Not super readable from some of our members. I could tell they're going for a wave. The speed change was nice. I appreciate it. I think that needed to be way more readable, especially when you're transitioning in your waves. Wow. Okay. Okay. Great way to do small groups to add back in. Somebody was off on the side there. Back tuck was cool, but those types of tricks don't really help you on the criteria. It helps for projection and readability. The hubs are cool. I think they may get their score dropped on stamina because that is a category compared to Royal Family because this is a battle between the two. I like the levels. It's syncopated. It's really nice. Okay, with the lift to finish. Oh, we said we're doing it's 1 mil, not Royal. Woo! Woo! That was fun. We got crowd reactions. How cute! That's actually adorable. That's adorable. Okay, so they're most likely going to they're going to start the vote, right? I think, right? We're going to go zoom. I don't want to get too far. She said, wow. Okay. Ba-da-da-da. The criteria list. Because normally for the first round, first matchup, really with D-League or with IDL, it takes them a little bit longer because you got to tell your people how to judge. Okay, for us, remember there's design and execution. We're going to go through who took what category, and that'll help for me determine where I would place my vote. Remember, I'm not trained under the criteria. I have asked Arnell some questions, and I've received his blessing to be able to, help be a bridge in advocacy between people understanding a criteria list to what we watch for IDL. Nothing but respect for Arnell and Nicholas, those who've developed the criteria list. So, side note, if you have any questions about this list, let me know. If you're not able to get in touch with them, I will see if I can answer, and if not, I will try to get an answer for you. Okay, complexity of choreography. It's really hard to do these because it's not a fixed cam for us, so we're not getting the same vantage point that the judges get unless we see the wide cam, which will be a later discussion. Okay, musicality should be pretty close together. I would say spacing. Right now, I can see it lean a smidgen more to Royal, but there was a moment in the Royal set that I clearly saw there was an off spacing issue, but I really couldn't tell in the transitions for 1 mil. I can see 1 mil get the fan vote because they are last place, so I have a feeling that people are going to want to vote for them. Projection and communication, I think this one and stamina go hand in hand. I think Royal took both. So I would lean for them there. I'd say we already covered spacing. Technical execution and authenticity. I do believe is it proper usage and execution of movements that are authentic to the styles from which they originate. I saw the intention. It wasn't clean, but I may swing a smidgen more into 1 mil's direction, but not by a large margin. I absolutely saw the styles that we were seeing from Royal Family. I really appreciated what they brought. Did they over hybrid? Possibly. But that's where the wide shot will come in. Cleanliness, I'm going to give more to Royal. For especially, when you're dealing with a fundamental style, they had more there. So it's looking like with creativity, I think 1 mil had more creativity, stylistic athleticism. Woo! I can see it swing either way. This is a really, 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 really close matchup. Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
And the scores are now coming in.
I'm going to say it's going to be Royal. But if it's not Royal Family, I would probably vote Royal Family. God, that was tough. This is really tough to do. Wow. Tricky. Because I have to reacquaint myself with the criteria list. Because we keep looking at different ones depending on the videos that we watch. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. It's tricky. God. Woo! Woo! Fan vote. I think 1 took the fan vote. Woo! What did I say, baby? Whoa! That's a tricky one right there. My God! Oh my God! Woo! Wow! That fan vote, not surprised by the fan vote. I'm gonna tell you right now though, when Royals in Australia. Woo! Lord. Wow, what a whirlwind that was. I have like an extra adrenaline because this is live stream and I don't know who ends up winning the full thing. Like I don't know anything. And it's still unfolding live. Woo! Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, 1 million takes match 1 and moves on to round 2.
Oh, Royal. I really appreciated the direction you went. Thank you.
Alrighty, let's get back into it. Clay and Ricky have been locked in at the Steezy analyst desk all night. So they're gonna walk us through the scores. They're gonna show out the standout moments and what it means for the bracket. Alright, Clay and Ricky, take it away.
Hey, introducing them. They're cute.
Yo! 1 million takes the win!
Yo, that was wild.
4-3 against Royal Family, and
Are we starting
should check out
a
the moment
4-3
of the
curse?
match. Let's see what happened right
Let's go.
here.
Because it's in the first matchup.
We had some amazing moments from Royal Family and as well as 1 million. But really what I love from 1 million was they had some proper technique being
Yes.
shown, right?
Yes, technique going in. Even visuals, technique, they came out the gate with it. It was nice, it was good.
Can we cue up that moment of the match?
See, look,
right
here we
now?
go. We get to
Yes.
see.
Let's check this out.
We get to see the
Oh
scores,
my
baby.
gosh, I mean,
It's
we
new.
love a number 21 moment right there. So much play, so much character. But I do have to point out that we also had some great moments throughout the entire routine. Can we see some?
Also, a side note, let me just pause it real quick. So I had talked to Clay a couple, I think was it yesterday, about, you know, how I'm really proud of him in this position because it's really tricky to do, you know, especially in real time. And he had mentioned that this is new, like the trying to showcase the scores and that kind of stuff and touching on the points that he is, like a lot of it is new. And so it may be, you know, a lot of this is a work in progress, but can we just give our flowers and give our props to our analysts here, because this is not easy to do at all. I'm in the comfort of my own home. So I don't have the pressure of a camera on me that I don't control like they do, right? So I'm feeling them right now.
Yes.
Number 21
Give us the-
dancing so big. I mean,
You're talking
big,
about-
powerful, taking that main point of stage and giving that energy to the audience. You felt what you felt in the music through her movement.
So we're not even having the playbacks right now.
Popping moments from
Oof.
1 million. I mean, that's something that not
Popping
many
and
teams can
heavy
pull off
waving.
to that level, and they're
Yes.
definitely leaning on
Interesting.
their poppers in the team to really
Yes.
show a level of stylistic athleticism.
Come on now. They
Let's check
brought
out some replays as well from Royal Family.
Replays. He's trying to
Yes,
cue the
those up
people.
because Royal Family put on a heck of a show.
They can't do very much because they don't have replays.
From what we see
Ugh.
before.
I feel like this was
Oh,
definitely
my
a different
heart.
Royal Fam. They
Sorry,
came in,
guys.
energy felt different. The song choice felt different in a great way. in
They're
a
trying to
great way.
stall.
They
They're
took it
doing
to the
so
next level.
good.
They pushed it.
Come
Definitely
on.
took it to the next level from New York.
And I think I really love the groundedness. There's something from Captain Moana Davis that we're seeing
Yes.
consistently where I feel the team really finding unison. They're
Yes.
really grounding themselves, and it was a lot cleaner than we've seen from even the New York series.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Appreciated that. From Royal Fam coming with more cleanliness than New York, you already knew it was going to be a change of pace right now. This was up. This was
I
up.
don't
Absolutely.
know if I would say it
Actually,
was cleaner.
Let's check out some of the scores because we did see a very interesting scoring.
I
The
would-
biggest
I really
point
wanna see
lead
it.
was actually in the stylistic athleticism category.
Really?
So, the scoring basically in stylistic athleticism
Yes.
has a representation of styles at the highest level.
Yes.
Right? So
which
you can't
is
just pull off a backflip and expect that to count
right
for
here.
high scores, because
Nope.
this is
Right
dance.
here.
Yes.
This is not gymnastics, though we respect and love it. So
Right.
it's all about actually
Which is what I said about
showing
1
the
mil
style
set.
of dance at the highest
HHI
level. That's
is just
why I
like
think
that.
The popping is what set them apart.
I was literally going to say the same thing. 1 million, that popping section was on. The fact that they took that time to add that in, to actually hit like that, and especially when you can bring the quality up like that and actually execute that well, especially when you're not being expected for that to happen, and it comes out really strong, that's up.
Absolutely.
It's
and not just the cute 1 million that we know, though they are adorable.
Man,
they came fierce.
I wonder what's going on the
They
tech
came to
side.
play.
I'm so sorry, Clay,
Everyone,
that you have
let's
to.
give a good, beautiful hand
Ah!
to 1 million for that.
Sorry,
incredible
Ricky
win.
and Clay. That's tricky. They had to do all of that without anything being able to be seen. Ah!
A little bit of a break. Here's some word from our sponsors.
Oh, man.
So tune in for
Man,
that.
man. Okay. That was, they did really good being able to make the section without having the replays, without having the scores. I know what the intention was. So I am hopeful that maybe by that match too, things will get all squared away because a lot of it's new. They're continuing to enhance and innovate it to make it more of a user-friendly experience on site and to what we're watching, right? So I appreciate y'all's efforts much, like very much. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to match 2. Wow. Quickstyle versus Jam Republic. This'll be fun.
Before New York, I feel like people looked at us as the underdogs.
That was unexpected, was it?
New York was such a big win for us. We just finally got to prove who we are and what we do, and all eyes on us. I feel like in Vancouver, we just got to prove why we're here.
Quickstyle really showed why they are a winning team in the IDL.
We have so much more to prove in Vancouver. You've seen nothing yet.
We've seen nothing. I'm ready. Ready to rock and roll. Here we go with the walkout. Okay. Oh man, I really hope they don't feel too stressed about all the technical stuff going down. There's a chance we may not see the walkouts. That's life. Matilda, Casper, Laura Alves. There we are. Okay. Wow. Can we just talk about shout out for the fact it's sold out? Sold out stadium, baby. Molly Paulson, Ramberg. Can I just say they're so pretty? All of them are so beautiful. Wow. Laurie Willis, Ida. How adorable. Nice, okay, showing the... Nice.
New York was a push. The loss was necessary to know who we are and what are we going up against.
I'm glad that he's able to be here.
So round 2.
We're bringing a better version of the team to the table. For so long, it wasn't the teams that we're going up against. It was always ourselves.
They did have a few problems again.
I think we're gonna surprise Vancouver with just some old-fashioned entertainment. You know, I think that's what we do best.
But this time, we prepared, we adapted. Now we're fired up to win Vancouver.
Love the energy. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Wow. I am here for that. I would love more of this energy. Beautiful. Wow, I think that's Aiden. Is that his name? That's a ball cap. 18 maybe? Your captain. Come on. Miyabi, Koyama, Lloyd, Mavi Marquez, Denzel, Carlos Mendoza, Ilian, Lou's here, Lou and Coco! Come on, FED! We've covered them on Street World Fighter Vietnam. Wow, I'm really happy they're able to be here. Yeah. Here we go.
Alright, y'all, matchup 2.
Gosh.
Quick style versus Jam.
I feel way more adrenaline this time.
Let's find out who goes first, shall we?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
style,
yeah.
Jam. I need your team captain right here. Perfect. Okay, Megan is gonna flip a coin, alright? And if you get it right, you get to control
I'm curious
the
if they're
order.
gonna
If
do
not, Jam Republic gets to choose.
all the
alright?
stops.
So
I
with
think that'll
that
be cool.
here,
That's some
you gotta choose
consistency.
black or green. Okay?
Okay, alrighty. Exciting. I'm ready. Black.
Do it. One more time, one more time.
Okay, let's go.
She said I didn't even flip.
Black.
Black, black.
It's green.
Whoa!
Jam Republic. Do you want to go first or second?
Second.
Hey! Alright, quick. Okay, quick style. What do they have as an advantage from New York? They had really good transitions, creative transitions. I thought was really nice. And I just realized that both Royal Family and with 1 Mil, I didn't mention creativity as a category of who would I have chosen for that. That'll be a later instance there. Wow.
Yo, 1, 2. Okay. Yo, 1, 2. Me. Yo, 1, 2. Yo, 1, 2.
This is nice.
Yo, 1, 2.
The little head was cool. The ISOs in the beginning with the speed changes were nice, different pockets. Hey! I think everyone's cleaning, like, they are much, much cleaner. Range, I think, can absolutely improve, specifically in sections like that. The little duos were fun. Wow! Really taking advantage of the levels of actual height. That's playful. Yeah, that was nice. Head ISO was cool. Okay. Notice the hinge up transition there. Okay, that was cool. That's more of a fingerprint callback to their last set in New York with the hands specifically. Nice. That was nice. They do really, really good on isolation variants. Are really fun in their transitions. That hop was cool. A little bit off there. Cool. Ah, position depending on what line you're in. Some skates? Okay. I really appreciate the transition, and I bet from the shot where our judges are, they're able to see that much clearer. Okay, could be a smidgen cleaner there. I do appreciate this with how we're approaching our track spacing could improve there as well. I think that was supposed to be centered and it was. Well, maybe it was. I was looking at the red marking and not the green. My apologies. Range could improve here. It's fun, but there's a chance you may experience a plateau. Thank you! Quick style. Plateauing, what does that mean? It means that you have, whenever you're consistently showcasing a dynamic, a texture, a style, but you're not creating or supplementing in other ways in order to enhance that thing that you're continuing to showcase, then you experience a plateau. So I am curious if that's gonna be a role here. I'm trying to think what kind of criteria that would be under. Stamina-wise, they were pretty consistent across, so that worked in their favor. If you were going to give them a style, I would say if you're going to dive into Isolations. A lot of isolations.
The stage is yours.
All right, we're going to turn it up. I do believe a lot of Jam Republic stayed in North America and trained together. So I really think that we're going to see a really good Jam Republic set because they had time to clean it. That's their biggest hurdle, is readability and clarity of your movement and not having too many differences in how you're interpreting the choreography when it's supposed to be unison. Hey! Is this what we meant by classic? Okay. Entertainment value. The wave was nice. Way stronger beginning. It's like a live version. Great transition. It's like, girl! We know this girl. So we have to be mindful of having an isolated feature too long. That was really nice. Also, how many people we choose to have in your groups. Oh, we have a little subtle. Just a couple camel locking moments. Way cleaner with the wave. The flick is nice. Spacing significantly improved. There we go. We have high level coming from Denzel. How's everybody else doing? Because it's not just about Denzel and style justification. Could be significantly cleaner there. But I do appreciate the choices. Hinge it back is nice. Great speed changes. So it looks like we're also showcasing similar features in this set like we did in New York. I'm curious if that's going to play a role in creativity of composition and format when you have similar members in the same places. Okay. Spin it back, that's fun. A little MJ flair. The flip back was cool. Yeah, I love that. Let's go. Way more readable, way cleaner. Back tucks were cool. That helps with performance. It doesn't help with your score, with your judges, though. Yeah, that was nice. We have a lot of unison. Great cannon. We've already seen that before earlier in the set. We'll just treat it like a callback. Yeah. Way more competitive. Thank you, Jam Republic. And I realized I didn't do it with 1 mil. Thank you, 1 mil. Okay. Cool. All right, let's chat, fam. See? It's so nice that it's way more competitive. Oh, let's see what people are feeling. We get to see the audience, the crowd. Love. That was cute. Cute, cute. Great. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. Oh. Whew. Goodness. Goodness, this is tricky. I think both with Quick Style and with Jam Republic. I mean, Jam Republic had more foundational styles to justify, but they hybrided a lot of it, right? But they ran a huge risk on stagnating their creativity because a lot of their choices in content and in format to the type of track that we were given is something that is predictable, if that makes sense. Now, the format and the variants, I'm not saying are the predictable elements, I'm saying the types of vocabulary you're choosing to showcase. Whenever they said classic may equal not showcasing a lot of creativity and going off of something that's reliable that can score you points in other areas, but this may not help you there, right? Okay. Oh, guys, this is much, much tougher, but it's for different reasons than what I'm normally used to equating for tough matches. Because we're still heavily hybriding in most of our sets. I do think they're going to have technical execution and authenticity over Quick Style. I do think Quick Style, had more musicality. Your spacing, I can't really determine that because I have front cams, not wide cams. Projection, they both communicated and projected. I can see Jam Republic get the fan vote. Because everybody's rooting for them, just like they did with 1 mil. Projection and communication. Ooh. Ooh. I have to like flash through what we saw. I do think Jam Republic projected. Stamina, both had better stamina. What it would be your tiebreaker? I would say other categories like your complexity. How dense was your set and how powerful and how much did you project? That influences whether or not did you hold your own on the stamina. I think they did. So I could possibly see this as a Jam Republic win. Based on what I'm seeing here. I would say the staging, I could see go to quick style more. Musicality, it just depends. It really, really depends. I could see it lean more to quick style to a degree, but it's because of the staging where that musicality was really showcased. Okay. Cleanliness, I think Jam Republic was a baby bit cleaner based on my very first initial watch in the front cam shots. So I'm going to say that Jam Republic's going to get the win. If I were voting, I would probably vote Jam Republic. Cheyenne voted to Jam. 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 They're going to take it. Yep. Jam won. Is it a clean sweep? They're gonna have the fan vote. They're gonna get 7-0. 7-0. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Look at that. Am I surprised? Am I surprised that Jam Republic won? Absolutely not. Here's why. As soon as I found out that they were going to be staying in Vancouver or in Canada from New York into the series, I knew their cleanliness was going to shoot up. Why? Because you're in the space together longer. And if you're not dealing with visa issues, because everybody's already there, we really get to see, this is going to be probably one of the best rounds or best series that we will see Jam Republic, unless they're able to replicate this by getting their people there early at every single series moving forward, especially if you're going to encounter the visa issues. Because what was happening at the launch event and what was happening in New York, when you have a close call and you don't have a lot of time and you're sleep deprived, you're not going to get the results that you want. Boom. This is what happens whenever you're able to properly prep. In a professional league of any kind, I always advocate for make sure you have the appropriate amount of prep time for whatever your team needs to be able to do what you need to do, especially when you have a bunch of people like what we have here. They clean up a lot of stuff. So I am not surprised in the slightest that they took a win because you got to see the power of their practice. We love it. Awesome. Okay, we're going to now take a listen to what Clay and Ricky are going to talk about right here. That's great. Oh, yeah. There we are. Yeah.
Southeast Asia takes Norway down.
They took a shutout. Shutout.
I'm a little emotional. I'm a Thai
That
boy,
was
so-
cute.
Oh my
I'm a
God.
Thai
I need to
boy.
see- First of all, I need to see
Bring it through.
the moment of the match right now.
Moment of the match. Let's
Let's
see
cue
it.
that up.
What's the
because
moment
we
of the
had
match?
Miyabi pull out some
Come on.
absolute
Look at that
freaking
backbend.
magic.
Yeet.
I call her Miyabi the Magnet.
Yo.
You just can't take your eyes off of her, right?
Clocked it.
Clocked it.
Clocked
Exactly.
it.
I mean,
killing it.
Miyabi has such incredible flexibility, and I pointed out in our first count episode that she's able to actually have a beginning and an end. Too many dancers,
Yes.
they're flexible, and there's a bit of a gimmick. Not Miyabi.
No.
Incredible.
Shout out to them for that moment and setting it up that way. They had that choreography going on. It felt like you was on tour with Usher, killing it, and then out of nowhere, when that breakdown came in, came in.
I will say it is still a huge risk, the fact that they did that.
We've got them now. Please, get me, please. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Mavi running up and
Straight
center.
on
Number 9,
tour.
King, just with that beautiful slide. Ooh.
Welcome.
And then,
Hey.
Yep. Queen, of course. Keep it up. Yes. Bada ba boom. Bada ba.
Whacking section was nice. That was good.
Denzel putting on that whacking.
There's
shot.
not-
Julian de Guzman.
Mr. de Guzman
You hit
himself. Come on with the Michael moment. You
the
gotta
Michael
give it to him.
movement and
The Michael movement's
love
great for
of
projection, but
contrast
it's
to
not
number
good for
9 King.
creativity
Yeah.
because it's replicating somebody
Come
else
on now,
versus
brought it
showcasing your
home,
own
slowed it
individuality.
down again, had a solid moment with that change of pace.
But it worked
Makes
for
you
them
pay
for this
attention. When
matchup.
they
That's
slowed
what
down and
it
had
all
that music hit
matters.
that hard, it was Chef's kiss.
It seemed like a very intentional choice that they did with this tourography to face off against Quickstyle, because Quickstyle has lines. Let's see some replays from Quickstyle. Something I really love is that they're one of the few teams that I see embracing lines as an advantage to them. Because it's a different starting point for every single movement. They're not purely in the groove the whole time. They start with a very Scandinavian, very clean and beautiful, precise movement.
A very traditional
Scandinavian
quick style. They took a throwback to back in their time, back digging into their crates of what their style was like back in the day.
Oh, that was cool, number 19.
It was very dope.
Great projection there. Yeah, they probably got docked on creativity for this part. But not all of it, just a couple moments of it.
It's just quick style.
It's definitely that floor work. You called it the floor work moment out of nowhere. It was definitely a good moment, a good change up. Pia coming to the front with those facials. You felt what they were giving out.
Absolutely, but you know what? We have to check out some scores because this was
Do we get the scores
insane.
now?
If we
Please
look
work.
at the score spreads,
Ready.
we actually have an entire sweep of every category from Jam Republic
Except for musicality.
only, but the biggest leads they had were both in stylistic athleticism as well as projection and communication. I mean, that
absolutely,
is
that was a
enormous
huge
difference right there. The musicality
but
was
we're in the
tied, but
80s,
everything
which
else
absolutely
taken by
checks
Southeast
out.
Asia.
And quick question.
These are
New York
averages.
Series, for Jam Republic, they came in and it didn't go this way. Changed it up.
Well, this is the first time that Jam Republic has had an entire full 20-person squad. If you guys don't know the lore, they have been here now practicing. They had all of their dancers and they had their captain. Guys, for the first time, they had their captain, Anon Tabungar, on stage with them. And man, did it make a difference.
I'm so glad he was able to
everyone,
perform.
Please give the wildest hand for Jam Republic's first entrance into the top 3 into round 2.
We cheer.
An amazing performance as well.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Before we move on to our final, the matchup you've been looking forward to. GRV versus Brotherhood. Let's take a break.
That was fun. Okay, so if you're looking at the scores, I'm really going to be curious about what the GRV Brotherhood scores are going to be, because it hasn't happened yet, but a lot of people have been mentioning, you know, about the fact that Brotherhood's been in the 99s. I'm going to reiterate it here. If you didn't watch the intro or watch the first part of this, I will be shocked if Brotherhood gets in the upper 90s, like in a 99 again. And I really do think part of it's going to be your panel. I do think your panel is calibrating. The judge criteria is calibrating to those that are being trained on it. So just keep that in mind. If let's say Brotherhood or whoever, if anybody's going to be bringing really great sets, but they're not getting rewarded the same way, please don't like project past, you know, scores into this, which is why I try not to go off of the scores too much, because you're dealing with humans, looking at humans in as much of an objective environment as you can make it, but there's still subjectivity based on the judging scope, right? So we have to remember that before we go into this match. Let's go into the match. It's gonna be good.
New York didn't pan out the way that we wanted to.
Quickstyle took the win.
Vancouver's a whole new playground, a whole new playing field.
We're bringing variety, range, a spectrum of talent, and moving qualities you guys have not seen from us before.
Good. Exactly what we need to see. I think it helps Royal Family and their scores, and how they would be scored long term. Here we go.
Los Angeles, GRV.
Oh, that was cute. We love that. How fun. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Oh.
7-0 sweep.
The foundational styles, they tapped in and they handled it correctly.
Popping moment from Hamuza here.
Now moving into Vancouver, we've only got, 2.5 weeks to do 2 full new sets. So definitely feeling the pressure. We're obviously going up against GRV.
We've known GRV for a long time, and we think of them as one of our biggest challenges.
Brotherhood actually hasn't performed in Vancouver since 2019. It's been a journey, but Vancouver's gonna go great.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very safe to say that Brotherhood may be getting that fan vote. Are we not? Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to hear the audience. Was that Johnny Tran? I know he's been showing up to a couple of these events, and he's affiliated with GRV, not on the roster, of course, but with offstage. Wow. I love how they got personalized shirts for fans. I love it. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Brotherhood, to my knowledge, is the only team that only has 20 people on their roster. So you're going to see the same people at every single event if the Instagram post that released the rosters is true. The only team with only 20, the bare minimum, which is a lot of trust that no one's going to get hurt. Like, I'm really hopeful that we have a safe season. Wow.
Alright, let's bring both teams on. The final matchup of round 1, GRV versus Brotherhood.
Oh my God. Correct.
Two of the most electrifying crews on the planet. One stage right now. Let's see who goes first. Uh-oh.
GRV Brotherhood, send up your captains. We got them.
Cute, cute, cute.
Ooh, I
Fun.
like it.
Fun.
Uh-oh.
Okay, GRV, you're gonna call it in the air. We're gonna flip a coin. Michael's gonna flip the coin.
Green or black?
Get it right. Green or
In
black
the air.
Get it right. You control the order. If not, Brotherhood does. Here we go.
Black.
Black. It's green.
Goodness! Every time it's been.
Let's go first!
Wow! Wow! I wonder if these teams have preferences on whether they like the long sleeve to dance in or the short sleeve. Or I wonder if it depends on the set. Because I know for me, it would absolutely depend on what routine and style I'm doing. They're chanting on stage. Oh no, that's the audience. They have little clappers. So far, out of all the teams in the league, they're the only ones who have understood most of the categories. Boxer bounce. Fun with the flip. That was pretty clear. They're clean. Nice. Wordplay is nice. The hops, that was interesting. One of them was a little bit off on the side. Oh, I see you, number 8. Is that Eli? You better birds of a feather. He said, nice. 17's been getting lots of love. That was nice. I normally see it in the studio world, so that was fun to see that here. Wow. Good speed change. We're hybriding so much more here. It's risky. BRV. Wow. They're finding a loophole every single routine. That was fantastic, and they maintained spacing while doing it. Yeah, they would have gotten a deduction if it said the F word, because that's considered. That was nice. Yeah, anyway. They're trying to match GRV on projection. That was clean, it was syncopated. The body slam, I still think about. That was so nice. Weird to say. I wish I saw that in the wide cam. That would have looked really cool, I bet. The ripple on it. Hey, with a butterfly? That was a fun finish. Interesting. And you got your fans, you got people cheering along. Wow. I bet the projection was gnarly. Wow. That was pretty risky, what they did. For me, it was interesting because they had audacity to take somebody and...
I think it's safe to say that they're rubbing Vancouver very nicely. Oh my God.
Wow, that was fun.
Well now, GRV's been waiting on the side. They've been waiting this entire time.
GRV said that they brought something different. Curious what that's gonna be.
They're focused and they're ready. I need you guys to give me one round of applause for GRV.
Let's go! Make sure my volume is up. Whew. What a whirlwind. GRV has an extra routine in their back pocket because they didn't move on from New York. It's a very long pause. So you see the dig. They chose a different Doja Cat track to rebound. Or sorry, to respond. That's cool. Speed change is cool. The add-on's fun. Bases are fun. Okay, we have three-part ripple going on. Not ripple, three-part polyrhythm groups. New delegation. This little, that run. The flicks. Okay, they're running a risk if you're choosing to over-supplement your set with a lot of Easter eggs, which I think they had mentioned that Brotherhood did. It can come across not creative. Okay. That straddle bounce reminded me of something that Quickstyle did in New York, which is what they also did here. That was nice. They're more structured in the staging in the back. Thank you. They absolutely cleaned that up. Into some step. Okay, they're trolling on that. Into, we're choosing to go Vogue. You have to be so careful to do Vogue. You gotta make sure you're taught the right way. Interesting. To a guada guada, to a tabetza. It looks like they're going after everyone.
Now. You are mad at me because I am all they slap now.
Interesting. Okay. So this is very fascinating. In the beginning of GRV set, it had a bit of simplicity to it where they were running a risk of it being too simple and not complex enough. Lord, okay. Goodness gracious. Oh. The tricky thing about Brotherhood set is that it was so hybrid and it wasn't like clear-cut styles. That to me, it is very hard for this and this for me. And that's just because the only like training I received was in the HHI structure where you have styles that are like you have to justify it with key elements in XYZ in the section for it to count. But I know with IDL, I think it's a little bit more, it's a little different than that. And so just for me having to calibrate to that, give me grace. Okay. We can talk about other things though. I can't talk about the cleanliness 100%. It may change when I look at the wide cam. Same with stamina. Same with like all of these. Spacing you really can't track in a close-up shot at all. Okay, with staging. Lord. My brain is braining so hard. Projection and communication, they both did that. Do I think GRV dipped a smidgen too much into too many Easter eggs against Brotherhood where it was very niche to IDL? Possibly. And that's a big key thing. Like, I'm going to pause to talk about this. Normally I wouldn't, but because I'm still calibrating myself to how this gets looked at, when it comes to the creative elements, do they tie to IDL or do they tie to the styles and the history of the styles that you're justifying? Because I'll give, an example of, would I need to know the reference of Doja Cat and the things that exist in the Doja Cat track that they use in order for me to award them creativity points in the costuming selection that they chose? I personally don't think so. I don't think I need to know what's going on in the track behind them in order for me to see, okay, I see the point there, and that's what enhances their creativity score. Because, but then you have this, concepts. That's not in HHI. Fun fact, it is in D-League, though. Original movements, concepts, and transitions. Golly. Routine, unique, refreshing, and distinguished from others. I would say there was a couple of risk-taking things that Brotherhood did here. I would say the audacity of GRV in some areas would be here. This is so tricky. Guys, I have to really, really think about it. And the biggest hang up for me is that GRV had fundamental foundational styles and Brotherhood hybridized. Was the risk of that because GRV normally doesn't isolate in styles because they don't compete on those circuits where it's required, but Brotherhood has? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their head. I know they'll probably explain it later. I do think Brotherhood's going to get the fan vote. So that's one over there. It'd be shocking if they didn't because they're in Vancouver. So the on-site's going to lean heavy to them. I get that. But then again, Quickstyle got the fan vote in America. So you really don't know. Lord. I don't know who to go for this. I have to really, really, really think. Okay. Okay. Jess, just be fast. Go with your gut. Complexity of choreography. I'm gonna lean slightly to Brotherhood. Staging. I can see GRV take about half of that, but then I can see like second half. I can see it lean GRV. I can see in the middle of Brotherhoods they take staging. Musicality. I think it depends on the section. I do appreciate I appreciated the choices that were made on both fronts. If we're going off of response to instrumentation, rhythmic variations, vocals, and lyrics, I do think I'm going to settle closer to the preference of content with Brotherhood because they were able to interpret percussion through risk-taking elements in their formations. Creativity, that's going to be dependent on how you choose to look at it. If I'm being completely honest, I already explained my perspective on it. Whoa, and we're gonna move on. Stylistic athleticism. It's nice that we had GRV use Vogue, and then they used a little bit of Afro influence, that kind of style. Because it was close up, I couldn't tell you how complex it was. I couldn't tell you how they varianted it. I couldn't tell you how authentic it was because I was so close, if that makes sense. One person doesn't automatically equate it to authentic, if that makes sense. Like, that's a very big thing, and I know Arnell has touched on that. So for technical execution and authenticity, I can see GRV score higher because of the styles present, but I would say there's a chance Brotherhood could get it on cleanliness because both were clean, but who had more complexity? I think Brotherhood did. Spacing, I can't tell that based on the fact that it was so close. Projection communication, they both absolutely brought that. Stamina, both absolutely did that. So these will be really close. I can see this be... Well, no, I can see that be close. Spacing, that can be close. I can see it's going to come down to complex of choreography. It's going to come down to the preference of interpretation of creativity. And I would say this score, I think, we've noticed a big shift in those two. I could see GRV take this one for this particular round. But do I think Brotherhood may win? I don't know who's going to win. But I think Brotherhood's got fan vote. Okay, that took me significantly longer than I normally do. Let's go find out.
Moment of truth.
That was a really hard one for me to measure.
Let's see those scores.
Maybe I'm doubting myself a lot lately, so that could just be bleeding into this. Cheyenne leading Brotherhood, okay.
Brotherhood for 2. Oh my gosh.
Fan vote's going. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, okay, am I surprised by this? No. I will also say, keep in mind, I really hope, we're gonna just play it. We're gonna play it, not surprised by that. Just because I said it was really hard to judge doesn't mean if a team gets 7-0 and a team gets 3-4, like, I don't get surprised by any of the scores in the way of like, oh my god, I never thought they would get 7-0, because you have no idea, well, we're about to find out, of the actual score difference between the two. And this matchup specifically is the one I want to see in the wide cams, because I think a lot of the categories were determined off of a wide cam shot. I'm being completely frank, because they projected so similarly and they read very similarly in the close-up shots. So we're gonna pan it down. Here we go. Lord. It's not the same kind of full sweep the way that who did it? Jam Republic took with Quick Style.
Have we ever seen that in choreo competitions before?
Listen,
yes.
Yo, that's why this is respected. They knew that they had to bring everything, including the burns, including doing that in the hometown.
I gotta ask Arnell then about burns.
Let's check out
the burns equate to creativity.
Brotherhood came with a generational burn, a 16-year-old routine of GRV where they pulled Get Out of Your Mind by John Hall. And that was a game-changing piece for GRV. It put them into the limelight. And Brotherhood, the team was formed only 1 year after that routine came out by GRV. Is that allowed? Are you allowed to do a generational burn?
Yes, yes, and yes. That's what it's about. Listen, when it comes to battles, when it comes to going heads up with somebody, you do want to pull out the burns. You do want to get personal in those ways. It makes the moments that much more sweeter. It makes it hit that much harder. And it makes it that much more obvious.
Obviously, we gotta look at some replays as well, because I know y'all want to see some more brotherhood, right? Let's run it. Let's run it.
This is a genuine question I have. The burns are great, but does that help only on the fan vote, or does it actually contribute to your score? That's like that's a studio thing. I see that in the studio competition world, but that heads. He's so mad.
Two flips off of someone's chest. Yo, chill.
I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna watch this while y'all. Let me
Gosh, I need. Gosh, I really want to see the scores of this. Because we're gonna stop and talk about it. Like my face is flushed out of like frustration for me to not be able to like be clear about my thoughts on this.
It was also a Kenneth Espiritu moment. After in Get Out of Your Mind, they did a Derek Daniels call out as well. They were referencing styles of GRV dancers. I know these people are homies, but dang. Chill. I thought we were friendly neighborhood Canadians.
No.
What are we doing?
This is competition. Everyone's coming here, and especially, once again, we're in Vancouver. When was the best time to pull out all the stops?
At this stop.
This stop
At
right
the
here.
Vancouver
At home,
series.
baby.
GRV tried their best to take it from them. Let's check out some GRV replays, because there was some incredible stuff as well. I love this reveal. I mean, they did the jealous type switch up.
Hoodies off, Rip. Look at this.
Off. Put on the shiesties.
If we're going off of creativity, I think GRV's burns weren't as creative as Brotherhood's burns. If we're going off of like a burn isolation.
But that Kenneth Espiritu moment.
Come on now.
That live
to the
I can't face the camera with that. I'm not Kenneth.
Get to the dip. Boom.
The dip. Yo, move it challenge.
Look.
Move it challenge this as well. Like, I mean.
Listen. That dip.
I'm like needing to chew gum.
That is hard. Just alone to do a dip like that and execute properly off of someone's back.
Off of someone's back.
And you still got to finish the routine just like that with that much energy and cleanliness on you. Come on.
Freeze. See how close these were? Complexity. Okay. Staging. You can't measure that on the close-up cam. Musicality. Okay, they preferred the Brotherhood musicality for, I think they had more complexity too, which I think helped on musicality. Creativity. Interesting. I'm curious what makes up with that. I wonder if it's the prop usage, if it's the transitions, or are the burns contributing to that. Athletic style justification. It is interesting that technique and authenticity went to Brotherhood. I wonder if it's because of how they chose to go about the styles they chose to justify. Were they overly predictable in the format in key element justification? That could lower that score. Very good chance. Because if it was average across the board, remember, it's not just one person justifying it. It's everybody that you choose to put in it. The more people you put in who can justify it, the better your score can be. So I wonder if that actually backfired because they chose to go in the format that Brotherhood did. Okay. 9.5. Interesting. I'm so curious about that. Because it was so hybridized. You could see isolated movements from different styles, but they weren't like collaboratively together to where it was really easy to see like that you saw in the New York one. Spacing, you can't measure that on a close cam. Projection. And stamina. Wow. 10s. That is impressive that they were able to get that. Oh, man. Okay, 93.17. That's cool. I don't expect, like I said, remember what I said? Don't expect Brotherhood to get a 99. Don't expect anybody to get a 99, and it doesn't mean that the routine is less than, but it is because you're dealing with a panel that's being calibrated to the criteria, and the criteria is being executed in a more accurate way, which is going to adjust how the scores come across. But I do have questions pinning in my brain. I'll probably talk to Arnell and Nicholas about it. That's life. Moving on to the, hopefully, by this time, the 3 are up, but, ooh, okay, here we go. Okay, something that I've learned is you have the same people have to compete in both rounds. I'm still trying to recover from my brain. Like, I feel like you could hear my brain burning as I was trying to understand how this criteria is being interpreted. Or like how to execute the criteria. That's so tricky. Woo! I'm chewing gum so I can think clearly. Here we go. Some of our range choices are a smidgen off from those in front to the back. Columns could be much cleaner and the spacing was off on the outside sides. See, wide cams show everything. That was cute. A little da 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 da. Right. Range could improve, meaning how we get from A to B of a move. Are they going to reverse it? Nope. Okay. The projection's good. I would say stamina's hard to justify in round 2 because you just sprinted in round 1. Fine. We have some predictable timing choices, which affects creativity a little bit. Right, with a V-step. I don't know, heel toe subtlety was cool. There's your whacking, it was fun. Gosh, I wish there were way more people doing that whacking section. So it looks like 1 mil, they were the lowest score. That's cool. Imagine if they did this against their royal family match. Okay. Thank you! 1 million!
Okay, 1 million. That is how you open round 2, huh? Woo! Wow. How you guys doing?
I'm hanging in there.
So good. All right. Well, let's just keep it going, right? Just circle them out. Let's keep it going.
Southeast Asia, Team Republic.
When I see this, I think of 2 other things. Long shot and list X. It is fun. That was cute. You know why they touch? Most likely to make sure they ensure proper spacing. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, they signal when they're ready. Okay, learn something new. This feels like a heavy vibe routine. Alright, I like the speed change on that, is nice. It looks like we have different torso ranges. Okay. The double tour was cool. Solos a wrist like that. Man. Dive row was cool. The knockup's cool. When you deal with a slower BPM like this, we needed this a lot sooner, if I'm being honest. This is the hybrid braking section. That was nice. We needed that kind of intensity a little bit earlier. That could have been a little bit cleaner. Stability was a little bit off there too. But I'm saying when you're dealing with a slower BPM, you have to supplement your density of content in a different way. That was nice. That wave was nice for the drop down. That was nice. I appreciate that. I like a good wave. That was nice. We face the back. That was cool. I can, however, see. Thank you, Jam Republic. I could see 1 mil take second, or like move up a ranking from that, based on what Jam Republic just said there. That was a risk. When you choose to go in the BPM like that, it's hard to maintain projection.
Oh, Vancouver! Jam Republic just gave us all of that. Okay. I've been a dancer for over 10 years, and that brought me back a decade. That vibe, that feeling, wow, amazing.
Did that cost them? Maybe.
We just saw two teams go all in, and now it's time for the final performance of the night. One team remains. They came out on top in round one, and now they've saved their best for last. Make some noise and bring the energy up one last time.
I bet it's fun for them to do this here in Vancouver. They're opting for the crop again. pretty good. The hop's nice. Syncopated, complexities there. I wish it stayed like this the whole time. I want a wide cam. There's your heartbeat, was fun. Ties back to the New York series. Yep, doubt it, put it away. Eleven's doing pretty good there. That was nice. I like that we have different people featured in the front versus just your usual. I appreciate that. Nice. The running man was nice. So they're diving into the party moves and going through old school, middle school, and new school of social dances. There we go. Popping to waving. There it is. There it is, into camel locking, and they're continuing in a boogaloo. See, this is way easier for me to measure. Lord, okay, it's an alpha kick, my God. Woo! Now, where does camel locking work against them? I think it depends on what kind of authenticity from that wide shot it looks like with everybody. Just like what we noticed with GRV when they did Vogue and Afro. Old school. Wow. Concepts. They're going to get probably out of the 3 teams the highest creativity score from the set. Round up to a kick. Okay. Stop. Yeah. Okay. I think I've calibrated to the Brotherhood aesthetic for the IDL space, including their hybrid from earlier. Nice. They're going to score significantly higher with this one. I don't expect it to be a 99. I would be shocked if it's a 99. I can see it be 95, 96. That was really, really good. They are absolutely going to score significantly higher than third and second. So, I guess the interesting question here, I guess we should see the scores first, and then we actually chat about it. So I'm going to say it's going to be Brotherhood first, followed by 1 Mil. They're going to be second, and then Jam Republic third. Whoa, okay, let's see.
Oh my God, it's heavy. It's very heavy. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
With a final score of 85.54. Who is it?
I think it's Jam Republic.
Million!
Really? Okay. I'm wondering how close between the scores are going to be. Jam Republic's not going to be near 90. I think they'll be right around 1 Mil. That's what I personally think. We will see, though. That's adorable. We'll have to, there's probably categories you can't look at because we're looking at it from this lens. We'll see if I still feel the way that I feel. I don't know. Also, because 1 Mil is third, it doesn't necessarily mean that every single judge thought that 1 Mil would be third. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind. Even though it feels very clean cut, none of these may feel that way. I would say the only one where Brotherhood could possibly take every category, like I do think Brotherhood could sweep it again. And they got the home field advantage.
One of them walks away with the title, and the other one just missed it.
Just missed it. We are more accurate on the on these. Oh, fan vote comes into this too. Fan vote gets calibrated and converted.
Of 86.31.
Yep, Jam Republic.
Can I get an audience drum roll? In second place, Jam Republic!
Look at them. We cheer for Jam. Good for them. They have heavy fan vote. Outside, I would say outside of Brotherhood. Love it. I wonder if they're going to show the scores that also shows the fan vote conversion. All right, I said Brotherhood's going to get like a 95 or 96. I don't think they're getting a 99, even though their routine is similar in nature to the calibration that you saw in New York. That's what I think everybody wants to find out. But congratulations to Jam Republic.
And you know what that means.
Yeah.
Who must it be?
Your winners of the IDL
What's the points?
Series
What are the points?
with a final score of 93.82.
Okay. It was lower than I was expecting. Okay. Is it a significant point difference? Absolutely. Let's chat about it. Here's why I personally think there's an interesting scope with Brotherhood. Here's what I figured with them. There's a couple choreography demo teams that I'm used to looking at when they set choreography where they hybrid party scene and social scene dances and variant them for concepts. That would be Whedon Boys, and that would be BB Trippin' specifically off the top. Brotherhood has a comedic charm to them and their ability to be theatrical on top of physical competency, but also awareness of trends and not making them basic in the presentation. And that's why their sets work. Is the believability. It's like when I say the skill set of being comedic and creative is truly special, I do not have that. I truly don't think I have that skill, and I couldn't tell you how to do it. But I can observe it in other teams, and they absolutely have that most other teams don't have. They have the projection. GRV also has projection, but there's a different kind of nuance to how they choose their tracks and how they choose to explore them, right? Could it also be because they're operating with the exact same people every single series? Could that contribute to the kind of synergy that is reflective of their score? Also, maybe. Don't know, but we're going to listen to Clay and, was it Ricky, right? Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, not surprised by the drop in score, and I hope you're not either. I warned you at New York that was going to happen. It happened here. It doesn't mean their routine was less than. I think their routine was right on par with the New York ones. The panel and the criteria has now been calibrated. Clay's ready to go.
First place to Brotherhood. Second place to Jam Republic, and third place to 1 million. I mean, Vancouver, hometown win. Brotherhood seems untouchable right now.
They're not untouchable.
This is the challenge. Who can stop Brotherhood in the tracks? Because GRV gave it their best tonight. Came through, did the best they've done in the season so far, but it was a little shy short of taking Brotherhood, the hometown glory out.
Just a little short. We do have to check out some of these incredible moments of the match. Let's check out Brotherhood right now.
My face is still warm.
Loves an Eldon moment, don't they? Yes, Eldon gets
And it was
climbed
from
up
the
to
GRV
top.
Brotherhood
And,
matchup.
oh,
I had to
so
calibrate. That's what y'all were
oh,
seeing. My brain running overdrive during that.
coming through and finishing with the flips. Did you guys know that Eldon was a
Syncopated
B-boy since he was
flip.
3 years old?
Stop playing,
Did y'all
Eldon.
know that?
Holding
Stop
it down,
it.
baby.
Holding it down.
Yo,
Absolutely.
hitting those flips always and then still going right back into choreo. It's hard for most b-boys to juggle both, to do choreography and doing all your tricks and flips and stuff. But to do that and make it seem seamless, salute.
Yep, I think that what I love about Brotherhood is that they know how to use these tricks as a plus up to the choreography. It's not from some full separate moment. It's not like, hey, look at my trick. It's always an accent to incredible
And it's in proper
dancing.
context, too.
Let's check out the Jam Republic's moment of the match right now as well.
Let's go.
Man,
It's really the only thing I'm hopeful for is an itemized score sheet, which I may show at the end. Side note, we are like live now. Or maybe we're not live anymore. No, we are.
That's King. King Mystica number 9 is the king of closers. That is what I'm dubbing him right now.
The
He is
king of
always
closers.
killing it. And let's check out the last one, 1 million's moment of the match. You know, the thing about 1 million, when you watch them, you are always going to get character. And what I love right now is I see 1 million slowly stepping into a full style.
Yes.
They come in as a studio.
Yes.
And they have to build a squad from the ground up. But I see them slowly forming what is 1 million dance crew style.
Yes, yes. They had so many more moments today that actually hit a little bit harder than the last time. And each time that they hit the stage, it gets stronger. They add more and more to it. But like I just said, the moments, that moment that we just saw with Jonah, that moment.
Yes, yes. And you know what?
Ricky's getting better.
1 million, this is
He was
also
very,
their
very general
first
in his
entrance
feedback,
into
but I
the
can see
top
he's
3
trying
for the
to
IDL
find moments the way Clay
2026
is.
series.
Listen, that was 2
I see
teams
progress
that have not
here.
been in the top 3 yet.
That's right.
And possibly got swept or close to it at the past ones, and then came back, made it to top 3 in place. Come on now, you never know how it's going to turn out. You never know which stop, which it's going to be. So with that being said, I'm interested.
I'm interested. I'm really interested in seeing some Brotherhood highlights right now. Let's watch some replays of the winners right now. Brotherhood came in with a 93-point win, and they, 9 category swept every other team, if you didn't know that. We'll check the scores later. I'll talk about that later, but it's very clear to see that Brotherhood is just always bringing that.
It was smart.
Brotherhood
I'm going to be honest.
play.
Very smart of
Yes.
them to
The
do this
stylistic
routine for the
athleticism
top
with the
3s.
popping. You saw Angelo there. You saw incredible formation changes.
Gosh.
Boy band vibe.
Boy band, you love the outfits.
I do. The bandanas added it to it.
I do think Scott
we
really,
love Brotherhood, don't we?
really
Yeah.
embodies
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the question is who
the
is gonna
Backstreet
dethrone
vibes.
them, because there was a pretty big difference between the first place and second place, which is Jam Republic. You can watch some of their highlights right now, even though we loved the play that they had as well. What were some of your favorite moments from Jam Republic?
Jam got off. Listen, Jam had texture, and they had this raw power. There was a couple of moments.
Double
Look at
tour
that.
was
That
fun.
twist in the air, down to the floor.
You
brought it
over
back
supplemented
up.
with features
Listen,
though,
and
which
the
really
way
is
that they
risky. They
transitioned
wasted
that
a lot of
honestly so
opportunity
seamless.
there.
A lot of the really big
It'd be the
moments
same
like that,
thing.
especially when it was isolated. You couldn't see the setup. It wasn't like it was just predictable and going to happen. You know what's going on. They made it. They hit it. They pushed it through all what they were doing, and then they made it pop out where you were just surprised.
Yeah, I think what I noticed was Jam was really leaning into a lot more athleticism than just pure choreography. I love that breaking moment as well.
The
It's a
breaking,
really
I think,
big risk,
contributed.
but
I think it helped
it
them.
definitely paid off.
It did. It
Yes.
did. It did.
Let's check out some of the highlights for 1 million as well. First entrance into the top 3, and man, I think we are seeing some stars being born, or even more so, some stars
cute.
being noticed.
91?
Right now.
Yes.
She
I
was
mean,
cute.
Check this out right here. Hold on. Nakyoung jumps up, splits, and what a fun pose. I feel like they're really building pictures.
They are. Their visuals have stepped up like crazy. And when I say that, I mean not only levels, formation changes, they're bringing it to life where it's not even just based off your choreography. You're visually pleased.
Yes, and what's funny is, man, I almost wish, because they used this song, which was the same one that Royal Family did in
Right.
Round 1, right?
Right.
And I almost wish I saw that matchup.
Right.
To see who would beat each other out with the song. I wonder what you guys think at home. If you can leave comments in the videos, who do you think would have won the matchup with that set, with that song in particular?
I would think Royal Family possibly could. Well, actually, I don't know. I think I have to remember whatever the scores were, and it comes down to the wide cam. I think, to be honest.
Yeah, hey, let's check out some scores, though, because as I mentioned, there was a full sweep of Brotherhood except for one category.
What category?
Actually. So, when you see
Spacing.
this, every single team actually had equivalent scores in spacing right now, which really goes to show there's a lot of improvement for each team, I think.
Freeze. Complexity. I was curious about what happened here. Musicality. Okay. Creativity. Athletics. Cleanliness. Okay. And then they both got the same score there. Everybody got the same score there. Projection. Stamina. Okay. Projection. And then 85.5. 86.17. But there's also the fan vote that's involved in this. but it's not shown here.
I think probably it had to do with the fact that they had to come up with these sets.
Well, no, I still gotta think. Hold on. Okay. They got the same score for technique and authenticity. Okay. That's okay. Cleanliness, we won't be able to measure that till it's wide shots.
3 weeks out from New York, 2 entire winning sets.
Oh, we're already cleaning up the space.
Before, huh?
Nope, not yet. And honestly, with them stepping up like that and even balancing that out across just the staging side of things, that means there's that less of a gap in the other areas to pull up. You never know at this next one, if they just pull up a little bit on the choreography side or the execution side, it could change everything.
Yes, it will change everything, but there is a really big lead, because if you look at Brotherhood's complexity of choreography, it is way, way far above, so everyone has to step it up if they're going to dethrone Brotherhood. But everyone, it is time to close this out. Thank you, Vancouver. Thank you, everyone at home who watched us. And definitely do not forget that in only 4 weeks, it will be the IDL Sydney Series on June 20th. These teams have to come with new routines, with new energy. And we will see who can dethrone Brotherhood.
So what's interesting about this is that you guys may be like, Jess, is it actually possible, based on what we're seeing right now, for a team to dethrone Brotherhood in this season? I don't know. Because they have figured it out now. Some teams are starting to, you can tell they're calibrating their routines to match the format, which is exactly what I said they should start doing. But you're noticing there's some awkward kinks within that because they're not used to doing that structure in that format. So you're having a lot of teams try new things. Some things are landing, some things are not. So all in all, what I'm very curious about is going to be seeing Brotherhood, not next series, but probably the series after Sydney. Very curious what they're going to do there compared to what they did in New York and in Vancouver, because you're going to have the creative fatigue start to set in if they are not getting outside help or outside choreographers in, like Royal Family is, like 1 Mil is, like Jam Republic is, right? I find that as a very interesting thing. And also keep in mind, just like Royal Family has created this dynasty of movement preference, Brotherhood is unfortunately starting to create that vocab of mainstream as well. And that can start working against them, if that makes sense, in that way. So all that to say, I'm just very curious about their headspace, which could be I need to watch their podcast, and I may ask some Brotherhood members who I'm connected with in some way these types of questions, or maybe whenever I'm in LA for the finals, I may ask that as well, because that'll be a very different headspace, and that'll be a good question to ask too. So once again, I know you guys are noticing it says unauthorized recording, redistribution, or use of the broadcast is strictly prohibited. I have permission from IDL to do this, so if this gets taken down, then I'm gonna have to email some people, but at this point in time, I have permission to do this, just like I do with D-League. So keep that in mind. If you see this in the live stream, it's all good. They know. Okay. You guys know me. I know you. I'm Jess. Thank you for watching. I'm glad I caught it at the live stream because it feels so, there's such an extra level of adrenaline involved in it because it's happening in real time and I'm finding out just as quickly as you. And I think that's so fun. So now I can open up my Instagram and peace. I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.